Hey guys, it's Matt from Total MTG here, and today I'm doing a little deck tech on one of my new standard decks on MTGO, which is Mono White Humans. And I will say I've made this with on a budget and a budget in mind for everyone who wants to make it. So no Avacins or Gideons or anything like that. But I've played this in testing, and I've lost maybe a couple of matches out of 10 or so. It's proved very consistent, so I definitely recommend making it for all those who want to a nice little cheap standard deck, and one that's hopefully very competitive. So, I will start off by showing our first creature from the new set of Shadows over Innistrad, which is a 3-bin Inspector. It's a 1-drop for us. When it enters, you get to investigate. So that is, put a colourless clue artifact onto the battlefield. It has 2 sacrifice, draw a card. So that is brilliant. The clues have been absolutely brilliant, I've found so far in testing anyway. So that costs 1. So we're going to our 2 drops. First one, obviously from the new set as well, is Hanweir Militia Captain. One of the flip cards. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 4 or more creatures, obviously we're White Weenie Humans, so hopefully we're going to get a lot and flip him soon. He flips into having power and toughness equal to the number of the creatures you control. And at the beginning of your end step, you put a 1/1 White-Black Human Cleric token on battlefield. So that means he's going to get bigger, which is really good. And he's still a 2/2 for start with. So our next creature, Serene Steward, 2/2 for 2. Whenever you gain life, you may pay 1 white. If you do, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. So yeah, pretty sweet card. Next is one of my favourite cards I've played with so far, Thalia's Lieutenant, 1/1 for 2. When it enters, you put a 1/1 counter on each human you control. And obviously, all our creatures are human. So we can start making them bigger. And when another human enters, you put a 1/1 counter on Thalia as well. Absolutely brilliant card. One of the more expensive cards in the deck. I think it was about $3, but this deck comes in at under $30, I think, or about $35, which is very, very cheap. Next is Anna Fenza King Tree Spirit. We run 4 of these, even though it's legendary. Excuse me. When another non-token creature enters the battlefield, you get to bolster, so we get to put more counters on, hopefully grow our army a lot bigger. And then a 4 of Knight of the White Orchid, which is from Origins. 2/2 first strike for 2 white. When it enters the battlefield, if your opponent controls more lands than you can go and search for a plains, and we run 22 plains. So obviously you play that, check the land that your opponent's got. Don't play your land, but obviously before you play it sometimes, which I did a mistake once. So you go and play that, go and put a land in, then put your next land in as well. So you get to play double land. The final creature is one of the new cards as well from Shadows, Pious Evangel. So 2/2 for 2 and a white. When it enters or another creature enters, you gain 1 life, and you can pay 2 and sacrifice another permanent to transform it into the Wayward Disciple. Wayward Disciple, sorry, I'll get that card back up. Whenever Wayward Disciple or another creature you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So yeah, it's been pretty sweet when I've had that in play, I must admit. Gains your life, and then you can start taking life as well. So we will go to our removal. We run 3 Stasis Snares. It's got Flash, obviously double white, but it's not. We've got plains, all the plains all day. Exile, and then we run Silk Wraps as well. 3 of them. Good early game as well. And then we run Always Watching. Brilliant new card from Shadows. Gives all our non-token creatures +1/1 and vigilance. So obviously won't pump them from what's his name? Hello, our Captain, is it? We don't pump those, but we get to pump everything out. And I'm saying, in one game I had 3 of these down when the game was dragging out. Because obviously our worst nightmare is like probably Languish, does -4/4. So if they get a turn 4 or turn 3 Languish down, it can sort of screw us over a little bit. But if we go slightly into the game, we can, hopefully they're big enough to, go past the Languish, which is what we need. So we'll pop off to the sideboard now. Got a couple of Dragon Hunters, still a human creature as well. Protection from dragons, another 1-drop from the new set. Griff's Boon. Might probably put another one of these in the sideboard, maybe 2. It's a 1-drop enchantment, so it's a quick early play and gives us flying. So if we need to evade stuff, it's pretty good, and you get to return it as well from your graveyard for 4, which is pretty cool. Lithomanthus Focus with all the colourless creatures around. That's a pretty good card. Got a 1 of Center Soul. Target creature gains protection from the colour of your choice. So good against in the late game possibly. And it has rebound to get obviously the last bit of damage through. Couple of Felidar Cubs, which means you can kill enchantments. Radiant Purge, exile target multicolour creature or multicolour enchantment. Surge of Righteousness, destroy target black or red creature that's attacking or blocking. You gain 2 life. Run 3 of them. We've got a 1 of Encircling Fissure, prevents all combat damage. Maybe want to put that up to 2. And then I've got a 1 of Tragic Arrogance, which could be good, but obviously we run a lot of creatures, so it's a last resort kind of card. I'll probably drop that maybe for another one of the Encirclings or Griff's Boon. But yeah, that is the deck, guys. Really hope you like this deck. I say it's been very consistent and good for me in testing games. Excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat today. But I will do like I did with the Mono Green Standard. I'll chuck out some matches this week, hopefully. Go and do another 3. See if we can go for a nice 3-0. Try this deck out so you can see it in play. It's very popular last time I did that, so I will do that. If you haven't seen the video we chucked up from yesterday, which was really good, me and Connor battling. He played his new black-white allies deck, and I played red-green splashing blue ramp. Go and check that video out. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Look out for the matches this week. If you're new to us, please leave a nice like and subscribe, and like anyway, because, why not? And I'll see you guys soon. Cheers, guys.